Let's do this. G'day, legends. TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another legendary NRL preseason live reaction. Our second stream of the day here. The Melbourne Storm versus the North Queensland Cowboys. Our final preseason stream before we get back into actual rugby league streams in the coming weeks ahead. Super down for it. It's been a long enough break as is, and I think we're ready for the proper footy to come out. Speaking of which, should be some proper footy today as the Storm and Cowboys have named extremely heavy loaded lineups for this one to give us an entertaining send-off, legends. Well, maybe not extremely, but still crazily. For the Melbourne Storm here at fullback, we have Su'A-Fa'alogo with Kane Bradley and Grant Anderson on the wings. Nick Meaney and Jack Howarth are our centres with Cameron Munster and Tyrone Wishart in the halves. Josh King and Tua Kamika are our props with Harry Grant at 9. Sean Bloor and Eli Katoa are in the second row with Trent Lorio at lock there. For the interchange, it is Stefano Utuikamanu, Bronson Garlick, Joe Chen, and Alec McDonald. Fun fact about Stefano, I believe it was Craig Bellamy that said he was one of the most promising players he's seen. Parramatta Junior, by the way. Notable players in their reserves include Lazarus Valapu and Nathaniel Roach, who was part of Paris' system at one point as well. As for the North Queensland Cowboys, the visiting team to Melbourne today to this oval AFL-ish ground, we have Scott Drinkwater lining up at fullback. Scott Drinkwater, a bit of a dark horse in the Supercoach market, with Braden Burns and Murray Talangi on the wings. Viliami Vailea and Jackson Purdue in the centres. Jackson Purdue, a player really fighting for a potential spot in that centre position. He could be actually their first pick. With Tom Dearden captaining the side in the halves with Thomas Duffy, who set the world alight, only costing $190K in Supercoach. Jordan McLean and Sam McIntyre are in the props. Reece Robson at 9, who's actually Sydney Roosters bound. After watching last game, I think he's going to be screaming, "I don't want to go." And in the second row, we have John Bateman and Jeremiah Nanai. At lock, Ruben Cotter. The interchange is Harrison Edwards, Carl Lawton, Griffin Neame, and Kayo O'Donnell. I don't really know, legends. It's blank. The blank. Dally McGuinness with a bit of a bold prediction here saying he reckons a draw 14 all. Okay, man. Well, you're expecting a bit of a low score too by that case, aren't you? 14 all. All right, bro. I mean, it's not something I could see being wrong, but it's also something where it would mean that the Cowboys would really have to be more on way in defense than I'd expect them to be. We'll put that in though to our predictions thing because that's what we do. Mel says Storm should win, but hopefully Cowboys do. I am in the same boat, legend. Mel, I can't stand Storm, but if they win, good on them. Gorma Boris says, "Go Cowboys." There we go. Good to see some Cowboy support in the chat. To be fair, I think there's a lot of Cowboy support. We just all kind of know deep down Storm should win this one. Melbourne Storm heading in as favourites, but you never know, especially with trial games. Trial games are one of the games where you can get so shocked with who wins. I mean, Newcastle Knights winning 48-10 last one, for example. Versus the Roosters of all teams. The Roosters. Christian says, "Legend, I tipped the wrong team." That's all good, mate. You're just going to have to either make an account or live with it because unfortunately it doesn't let you change it once you have voted, legend. 18 votes on the poll so far. Cowboys leading the way by a country mile here. No pun intended, Cowboys. Yeehaw. Yeah, see how far they are? This is why I don't like oval grounds. They're ages away. They're not going to hear anything. I think it's what Cameron Munster said, right? Doesn't like a call because he can't hear his fans. Like, what are they doing, man? Fine, I tipped the Cowboys to win. There you go, Krishan. Cowboys to win it, officially, legends. I mean, I hope Cowboys win. No, I'm not even going to pretend that I'm on the side of Storm here. Like that would be silly. I'm not even half on the Storm side. Not me. The pink tee. I thought they're usually green. We got a pink tee today for the Storm. With the pink tee, Cameron Munster lining it up. Get ready, legends. It should be an exciting final preseason game before we get on with the actual season. First half officially underway. Cowboys attacking down the left, Storm down the right. Cowboys receive the ball to begin things off in this final preseason game. Over through to the left here. Nanai held. We then go through the middle. The Cowboys getting up. Robson looking both ways. He goes to pass to the right now. It gets it to Ruben Cotter, the Queenslander. What a Queenslander he is. And Ruben Cotter, absolutely wedgy. Bro, early days. Don't need to do that. And then it goes to Robson. Robson. And they just squeeze through here. Held back. Melbourne Storm and Cowboys. Fourth tackle then. Cowboys. That's going to be a dummy here from the Cowboys. And they get by the halfway line now with a minute gone in this half. 41 metres gained, and they're going to clear the ball now. Hits it in the air, Tom Duffy. And it's going as far as the Stars, man. I didn't expect that to get back until 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. And there we have it. Penalty for the Melbourne Storm. Anyone shocked? The whistle is blown. The purple get something in their favour. And what was it here? What are we saying? Hi, John Bateman. Silly boy. Silly Billy boy. Silly boy. Melbourne Storm now with a prime opportunity. And they get this opportunity before they've even attacked in the game. With the first attack, they're going to be on their own 40 here. And they're going to tap and go now. Held down the Melbourne Storm on the 40 now. North Queensland Cowboys just holding them out. Am I the only one not a huge fan of the Cowboys' shirt this year? Like, no disrespect, but I just don't like the 30. I'm not big on it, shoving the number into your thing. Like that, it's just huge. Harry Grant now. Over to the left. And it's a dummy now from Munster here, and he couldn't quite get past them all. For some reason, I didn't think it was Munster at first. Then through by the 30. Fourth tackle legends. Melbourne Storm in their first set of the game here. Can they score? 100% rate would be brilliant. And Lorio is held. Short pass and through the middle. Melbourne Storm in the air. Their winger is waiting for it. Passes backwards. It's a low kick. It's off the Cowboys' defense. And it ends up in the hands of Scott Drinkwater. They can thank their lucky stars that didn't lead to anything worse than North Queensland Cowboys now. The winger, Murray Taulagi now, to the 10. And it's going to be a penalty for the North Queensland Cowboys. 1 for 1 now in the penalty count. Duffy just preparing himself to take it. How far will he kick this one for them? Wow, says Daly McInnes. Well, that's a good reaction to this game. Wow, wowie, wow. Kicks it in the air, and it'll end up going to about the 40 now. Now tapping it and running forward, it's Purdue trying to make his mark in the centre positions for the North Queensland Cowboys, the young man. Reece Robson gets it to Tom Dearden. Mate, Tom Dearden one of these days has to be part of the Queensland's main proper non-backup side. Tom Dearden's a terrific Queenslander. And that's a good short pass there over to the right here. McLean. We then go back to Ruben Cotter. Ruben Cotter there caught by Tui Kamika and Harry Grant here. Harry Grant's let his hair go out a little more. And then it's a sprint. A big speed here. Tom Dearden. They're taking off. Faster than speeding ability. A first tackle now again. 6 again. Ruck infringement for the North Queensland Cowboys. The Storm are unable to keep themselves onside for these. And then it's quickly through. And the Cowboys from almost nowhere are going to score the first try of today. It is Scott Drinkwater. Who else but Drinky? Remember, legends, drink your water. When they are on the brink, it is the drink that saves the day. And he absolutely rips apart the Melbourne Storm defense in this game like a sheet of paper. If we were playing a game of rock, paper, scissors, he's the scissors. Scott Drinkwater cuts through for our first try of the game. And it's exciting to finally have, in under 6 minutes, our first points on the board. Melbourne Storm trailing as the good guys lead. Mel with the cowboy hat. Yeehaw, baby! Yeehaw! Terrific stuff, legends. Is that Duffy? Is that Duffy taking the kicks? Oh my God, it looks like Tom Duffy might be taking kicks for Cowboys this year. A halfback that's kicking at the base price in Supercoach? Let's go! Scott Drinkwater, though, can't get over that try. Pure and utter brilliance at its finest here. 6-0 as we kick off this game again, folks. Liam, hi Mel. Hi, hello, Liam. Who was your favorite player for the Eels? Depends, man. I mean, I could probably name you a favorite from all systems, but when it comes to the main senior team, I think as a player, it's got to be Moses. He's so much fun. Or Dillbags. When it comes to as blokes ones I know of, I might go with probably Matto or Dillbags. They're pretty chill. Fox is pretty fun as well. Lots of great blokes in our team, though, man. If I'm saying favorite player ever at Para, well, I was raised on it. Has to be like Hindy. If we're saying ever. Pretty easy picks there. Though I do have a soft spot for players such as Takarangi and Fui Moi Moi. Kick in the air. And Cowboys down the left running forward here. Almost around Storm collects. Melbourne Storm with a get out of jail free card in this monopoly of a game. Now on the 20. Storm. Wishart takes a wish upon the sun and goes to the left. Over to the 30 he goes. And I'm just realizing the sun is a star. Could have easily just set on a star anyways. Past the 30. 35 out. Harry Grant. Fourth tackle here. Passes to Munster. Munster to Howarth. Jack Howarth there. And Jack Howarth is held down. Liam Precious is Brent Kenny. Brett Kenny, Sterlo. Peter Wynn's a really nice old player as well. Not the same level of that, but if I'm talking about former players that are great, pretty good to know. Scott Drinkwater to Dearden. Dearden now, and through the middle the Cowboys go. Opportunity back in their favour. Melbourne Storm probably they probably wouldn't have expected this. Fui Moi Moi, good shout too, says Brenton. Mate, I think we all love Fui. I think half of it was the name, half of it was that he wasn't half bad. Reece Robson. Over to McLean, looking to McLean up that defense. He's looking for the piston cups, the McQueen. Then to the right, and it's a clearance in the air from Duffy. Chases, plenty of chases for Cowboys, actually. And the Storm, looks like Cowboys were trying to pull him out of play there, but they couldn't quite get it. The cowbells are ringing for the Cowboys. Then to the right, they're going to go down the middle. Jack Howarth, 9 minutes gone so far in this game. First tackle goes to second. Trying to get to their 30 now. Wishart gets about there. The North Queensland Cowboys covering that up very nicely. Harry Grant over to the left then. And, look at that. Big storming run there from the Melbourne Storm. Then to the halfway point here. Just trying to speed their way along. Sua Falongo. And on the halfway, 25 metres game, they're just going to clear it. And over to the right, it ends up in the hands of Scott Drinkwater. You can thank Scott Drinkwater, Cowboys fans who missed it, for your first try of the game. It was absolutely brilliant from him. To a point that I was actually in shock that I was seeing what I was seeing. I was like, is the ref going to blow the whistle? Because that was way too quick. Vilea, Murray Talangi, the Cowboys get held on the 30. Short pass there, trying a bit of a sidestep, doesn't work out. You got to do better against the Storm, boys. Got to do better against the Storm. They're not going to fall for the simple stuff. John Bateman then had a rough time at the Tigers, but once was an absolute star forward at the Canberra Raiders, won many awards, went to Super League, didn't work out like he hoped. Back here, the Englishman, hoping that he can get a bit of a revival in his career at the Cowboys now. Here we go, Cowboys. Looking to move him along here. The Melbourne Storm tackling, and they get them down. Yeah, we do all have a soft spot for Brad Legend. Mate, I was speechless running into Brad Takarangi at the charity match. Brad Takarangi's just a legend. 30 minutes still to go in the first half. 10 officially gone by. They get past the 40 now. Cowboys just defending. Harry Grant runs through the middle, looking at the ref like he's expecting that to have been a 6 again. And the ref is actually going to listen to Harry Grant's appeal. It is 6 again, ruck infringement. The referee whisperer has returned in the form of Harry Grant. Cameron Smith casting the voodoo on. Harry Grant, Munster, Wishart to Katoa, and Wishart actually keeps it alone here. He dummies. Melbourne Storm now. Harry Grant looking for the run here. Spins around 1, then 2. Goes to the ground now, held. As the Storm scream boo and get a penalty. Cowboys, keep it together, boys. Melbourne Storm get exactly what they needed here. Full set, only about 20 metres out from the Cowboys' defensive try line. This is just what the doctor ordered for them. Perfect stuff all around. And remember, legends, don't forget to smash that like button and sub if you're enjoying. Harry Grant, Josh King. On the first 2 penalties so far for Storm, 1 for Cowboys. By logic, it's gone 1-1-1-1. You'd think that it's going to go back to Cowboys in a second. Wishart to Grant, and they're actually going to call it back. I think that could be a penalty. And yet, Melbourne Storm get a penalty here. The North Queensland Cowboys with the mistake here. It's funny, once you start doing these kind of live stream watch-along things, you start to notice a lot more when penalties are about to come. Melbourne Storm now held from out. Grant goes to Tui Kamika. Tui kept back on his line by Reece Robson now, the Sydney Rooster-bound boy. Harry Grant to Munster. Munster, Eli Katoa. The Suapalong over the line. And unfortunately for the Storm, the Cowboys switched on heavy in the defense, but not without giving away a 6 again. Cameron Munster. Backwards over to Laurier here. Trent Laurier here. Was lucky to be in the reserves of Queensland last year, lucky duck. Not considered a crazy player, but he's a solid one for the Storm. Speaking of solid, it doesn't get much more solid than this man. Nick Meaney flies over for the Melbourne Storm. 6-4, the former Canterbury Bankstown Bulldog and Newcastle Knights. What a player, and I will never to this day understand why the Dogs let him go. It was Josh King over to Munster, and then right when they thought they were going far out through the wing, the McMeaney himself, Nick Meaney, read it utterly perfectly. And the Storm should be all square in just a second unless they make a complete joke of what is known as a kick or a conversion. Brenton says, former Knight, we taught him everything. Dang right you did. Dang right you did. Newcastle, without Newcastle, Nick Meaney's not the same. Definitely legend. It's just known facts, man. Known facts, Nick Meaney would not be the same if it weren't for his Knights. To be fair, he's more so known for his Bulldogs time, man. He only played 5 games for the Knights. He played 60 for Bulldogs and now 72 for Storm. Played 5 for the Knights. He got 2 tries per year. That's something, man. 5 games and you taught him everything. 6-all officially. Bro, I started saying that before he even kicked the ball. It was obvious. And Nick Meaney single-handedly will put the Storm all square with Cowboys. And no, I did not remember that Storm's kicker was Nick Meaney. That makes that even better. And it makes me question why he couldn't kick at the Bulldogs. Seriously, every time I watched him kick at Bulldogs, he couldn't do it. Storm, other level of a player. And that's just something the Storm love to do, isn't it? Create something out of nothing with players. I mean, it's not a skill unknown by other clubs. Brad Arthur used to do it with players, though. The difference is Bellamy won premierships with those players he improved. Harry Grant, over to the first, then to the second. No doubt one of the most longest-serving successful runs we'll ever see. The Melbourne Storm doesn't get much more solid of a team than them. Through to the left now. 8 out of 8 completions for Cowboys. 9 out of 9 for Storm. We are yet to have an error. And this is proving to become a top-quality game of rugby league to begin. Harry Grant and Munster Dummies tries to jump around them here, but Ruben Cotter read that spectacularly. Good job. Pat yourself on the back, Ruben. Clearance in the air now on 5th tackle from the Storm. And they will not get the error they wanted from Scott Drinkwater. Scott Drinkwater instead is just going to run with it. Liam Pritchard says, Tyler, Craig Bellamy is a good coach. Yes, he is, Liam. Craig Bellamy is a terrific coach. Arguably one of the best coaches we have seen. The way that he's managed to keep his team together for so long and never be right down the bottom is unbelievable, and you got to respect him for it. Melbourne Storm, 6. Cowboys, 6. Craig Bellamy, good coach. All right, now tapping and going. Braden Burns here, who looks like he's actually lost some weight. Braden Burns on the ground. Then getting onto the halfway line here. It's McLean to Tom Dearden. There's a gap down the left now. Bergie over to Murray Talangi. Murray Talangi now. Just trying to back himself here. Goes through the middle. And Murray Talangi will be held on the Storm's 20. Dearden over to Duffy. Duffy then. Down to the right, and it's a run here. Braden Burns is going to look to go over here, and Braden Burns is out of play. The Melbourne Storm had defended. There we go. North Queensland Cowboys, though, that was a terrific effort. It actually may have just been... No, he was out of play. He got tapped into the zone. Unfortunate for him. Braden Burns, solid to have as depth, but you wouldn't want him as your starter. Munster goes to Howarth. Jack Howarth held there. Then Munster back over to Sua Falongo. Falongo offloads King. King to Wishart. Wishart to Grant. Grant now. Harry Grant around. Harry Grant looking for the pass as he rushes forward here. He's not going to play the ball here, and Harry Grant gets tackled. Then we got Wishart moving around here, using his legs, just pumping it forward here. He's pumping it up. Pumping it up. 45 metres gain now, and the Storm will clear it in the air. Munster, we go over to the middle here now. Melbourne Storm looking for it, and it's lost there by the Storm. It is off them, and the Cowboys receive it. Purdue, beautiful collection there from the young man. Short pass through now, and Nanai gets held. And it's actually going to be a penalty for Nanai as well, the North Queensland Cowboys. And what did we say earlier? It was penalty, 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 penalty. Back and forth, here they go. Storm, don't worry. It's your turn next for the penalty. It's your turn next, legends. 22 minutes to go in the first half. Craig Bellamy looking as stone-faced as ever. Now, on the 30 here, Purdue. Past the 30. Held back by Storm here. Melbourne Storm just looking to keep him away. North Queensland Cowboys now. Reece Robson over to the right. Gets it to Dearden. Dearden then all around here. And it's caught out with McLean now on the right side here of the forward positions. And the ref is going to say another penalty for Cowboys. Never mind. The curse is broken. The streak of back-to-back is gone. The Cowboys with another penalty. And what are they going to do? Are they going to go for 2? No, they're going to tap and go is what they're going to do. Ruben Cotter now looking to spot a bit of sand to land on, and he goes down to the 10. Then we got Duffy. Duffy gets it back over to Vailea. Vilea then. And Vilea will just push him back onto his 10 now. Good stuff so far from the North Queensland Cowboys. And it's a 6 again for a ruck infringement. Not good from the Storm. And Murray Taulagi now just to try and run in there. And he's held right in front of the try line now. Purgy now putting his arms up. He wants to pass it already. Gets it to Scott Drinkwater. It's another 6 again. How many 6 again before you just give a penalty? Then we got Dearden here. Tom Dearden around. The pressure on Storm right now to defend it is getting ridiculous now. Reece Robson. Robson offloads. Over to the middle here. McLean now pushes them off. McLean held by Harry Grant. And then the referee is going to say 10 in the bin after too many 6 agains. And a third penalty. In this set alone for Cowboys, we've had 3 penalties. And now on the 10, 4 6 agains. Harry Grant will be punished with a 10 in the bin. And now, without their 9, the Storm must defend against the North Queensland Cowboys. Grant is out of here. Cowboys just in front of the line, held. First tackle, passes short and through the middle. Surely they're going to barge on through here. Not quite. It wasn't meant to be in that pass there. Robson passes bar to the right. And for the line alone, it's Duffy. Duffy. And he's caught by Sean Bloor, the former West Tiger. John Bateman to Scott Drinkwater. Gets it to Dearden. Gets it to Nanai. Nanai there. And Jackson Purdue on the wing there. Scores. 3 makes it 4. 6-10 with a kick to come. The Cowboys are on top so far. Storm are yet to lead in this game. 19 minutes to go in the first half. And look, you can argue all you like about the fact that the Storm were a man down. It's not good enough the amount of 6 agains the Storm were giving away. You can't just run willy-nilly. You need to have discipline as a great team. Otherwise, you're earning yourself tough positions like that. And Tom Duffy takes prime advantage. Bellyache loves trial, says Brenton. Oh, yeah, mate. I'm sure he absolutely loves being 10-6 down to the team that didn't even make finals last year. Jackson Purdue played in the Queensland Cup in 2024. 8 games, 6 tries. Solid player. The current coach of the North Queensland Cowboys seems to really believe in him to be the potential next big centre for them. Thomas Duffy, in the Queensland Cup, he had a 77% goal kicking record. Can he pull up numbers like that in the big leagues now? And when I say big leagues, I mean trial games no one will remember in a week. 10-6 with a kick to come. Duffy! Gets it in! Tom Duffy gets his kick and he officially has an 100% senior kick rate. Tom Duffy, your man. Everybody's favourite halfback right now. If you play Supercoach. On top of it all, the Cowboys just dominating. Well, not dominating, but just outdoing the Storm. Who do you think will win, says Blake? I personally believe that I think that the Storm will win still. Believe it or not, I do still think the Storm will win based on gut feeling. But from what I've watched, Cowboys look better right now. We'll see how it goes and how much both teams change their lineups in the second half. Cameron Munster now clears it in the air to start off our Cowboys attacking set here. 18 minutes still to go in the first half. Cowboys through the middle now. Held out on the first. We go to the right. Neem, and Neem knocks it on immediately for the Cowboys. The Melbourne Storm. Yeah, what? No, I'm good. All good. Anyways, legends, back onto the stream. The North Queensland Cowboys knock it on. Unfortunate for them, but what can you do? It happens. Buttery fingers there. Last thing you wanted to see happen if you're a Cowboys fan. Storm now from in front. 58% possession now. To take the scrum now. Over to the left. Wishart here. Wishart now, and Tyron Wishart is held on the 20 now. 3 line breaks for Cowboys, 1 for the Storm. We then go to Sean Bloor here, and Sean Bloor will be tackled by Ruben Cotter. Then it's a dummy here. Trent Lorio here. 6.5 minutes till Harry Grant is back still. Cowboys are a man up in this defense, which is something that would give them a bit more hope for keeping the Storm out here. Melbourne Storm now. Held behind. We got them passing to the left now. It's Munster over to Bloor. Is Bloor just going to run it? Or is he going to actually pass it? No, he's going to hope that something opens up for himself here. And instead, it's going to be a tackle there. 5th tackle now. Melbourne Storm. Cowboys staying off them. 13 metres gained here. Over to the right they go. Cameron Munster. It's a chip and go here. Eli Katoa now. And the Cowboys are just going to slip themselves in here. They've managed to hold on the Melbourne Storm, who were attacking from 10 metres out. Now, that is not something that you can say often. Melbourne Storm now with a good tackle there on the North Queensland Cowboys. 2nd tackle here. 16 minutes left. They haven't quite escaped their 10-metre line here. And on the right, Braden Burns is appealing as he doesn't think that was a very fair tackle. The referee's going to say, get on with it. And now Vilea. Vilea caught by Cameron Munster. Cameron Munster lying down like he's playing dead fish. Over to the 10 here. Gets it to the 20, over to the 30. And now they're going to clear it. Scott Drinkwater. No, he's running on fifth tackle. Since when? Gets it over. And Purge is running. Purge to Dearden. And oh my God, that actually almost worked out. Fifth tackle, and it almost worked out for the North Queensland Cowboys here. They could have got all the way there. And unfortunately, the North Queensland Cowboys cannot make the most of it. Melbourne Storm with the ball now, legends. Melbourne Storm here, running forward. Yeah, it's not the same, is it, this camera angle? I prefer the more higher kind of camera angle. Absolutely, legends. Now passing to the right, Wishart taps and goes. There was rumours the Dragons were willing to offer him a huge deal. Didn't end up heading off there, though. Nick Meaney now. Over to the left. Gets it short, and it looks like about 35 metres out from the Cowboys' try line. 14 minutes left in the first half. And 33 metres gained. The Storm are going to clear. Cameron Munster hits it in the air, and it's going to land on around the left side here and collected there by the Storm. And not a great offload. And it's a knock on here from Melbourne. Did I just say that? Knock on from Melbourne? I'm not used to saying that. That feels wrong. They never knocked the ball on. Well, there we go. Melbourne Storm, not the game they wanted. Now past the 30 here, offloading to Reece Robson. Reece Robson looking to go around, and Reece Robson put back in his place by Cameron Munster. Then they're just trying to run around the defense. If they can't go through, they'll go around. That's what they say. Reece Robson over to Tom Duffy. Tom Duffy doing a brilliant job as the halfback so far. Just solid. Robson to the left. Dearden. And that's a very awkward pass there. And Scott Drinkwater with it here. Third tackle. The ref is getting appeals from the Storm players. The ref is saying, get on with it. It's a Storm now. North Queensland Cowboys now. Good run there. And with a kick in the air, it's actually not going to go anywhere near the try bit, but pass backwards here. Ends up with the Cowboys again. Look for another offload. John Bateman now. And John Bateman, he couldn't find the offload. John Bateman will have to give the ball back to the Melbourne Storm here. Good on John Bateman. Bellamy, far from impressed so far, even if it's a try. Storm now kept behind the 10 for their first tackle here. Just going to the right. 2 minutes until Harry Grant is back from his sin bin. And through on the left side here, held back. Oh, I said Remy Smith there, but Remy Smith's in Super League now, isn't he? Is that Remy Smith? No, sorry, not today. Joe Chan tackled. We then have Tui Kamika held. Gets it to Trent Laurier. Then to the right here, it's a good pass over to Nick Meaney. Nick Meaney on the ground. Couldn't get the bicky of it, Nicky. Speaking of nicks, we're going to nick ourselves a few more meters here for the Storm. Trent Laurier held. Storm clearing it now. Tyrone Wisher and over to the left side of the Cowboys defense it goes. Ending up in the hands of Braden Burns. Little 1-2 step there. 1-4. He's almost around them and closing the door. In that, he's tackled. Then to the 30 here. The Cowboys on their own side. First tackle, 11.5 minutes. On to the second. We then go to John Bateman. John Bateman looking to fend them all off here. Bateman. And Purdue! Purdue ripping them apart here. Brilliant stuff. Gets it to Nanai. Jeremiah Nanai's pushed the ball away. Nanai, can he go alone? He won't, but he'll pass it back to Scott Drinkwater. The Cowboys extend their lead against the Storm. And that right side defense of the Melbourne Storm is going to have to take a serious look at. The Cowboys are coming through them. Carving them up like a sharp piece on wood. It started with a pass from John Bateman to Tulagi and Jackson. Purdue, Nanai, Drinkwater, all of them. Honestly, Drinky with the speed he has didn't really play much factor in it. It was the other two boys there. Purdue and our boy Nanai. The fact that they broke through there was ridiculous. And Jackson Purdue and Nanai will set up Scotty for a wonderful try. Scotty, Drinky, 16-6. It is a 10-point gap now. Boom, boom, boom. 10 minutes to go in the first half for those wondering. Put down the sharp piece of wood, please. Never. You'll never take that away from me. Thank you very much. All good, Legend. Glad I can bring this to you. If you're new to the channel, Legends, remember that you can, to show your appreciation, you can always smash that like button and subscribe. Either way, though, glad to be bringing this to you. Enjoy making this content. 9.5 minutes. Duffy from in front. 1 try assist, 2 out of 2 goals. Oh, my God. I've heard enough. Never missed a chance. He's automatically the greatest halfback of all time. Duffy takes the kick, and I almost unleashed the curse because he was right in front and nearly hit the post there. The powers that be was so close to getting rid of it, but then they were like, "Oh, it's not his fault that he's being talked up so much." 18-6 now. Kick to go. Let's do this. Tyler, Jason Rouse versus Craig Bellamy, round 1. Yes, it is, Liam. Craig Bellamy taking on his former future replacement in Jason Rouse. But you know what? Good on him for leaving, I say. If they're not, if Bellamy's not gonna leave when Riles is ready to be a coach, then might as well go to a team that he can actually make better. Anyways, clearance now, guys, and it'll end up in the hands of Jeremiah Nanai now. Jeremiah Nanai. On the right side here, we've got Neem running. Neem held down now. Hopefully, son beats father, though, metaphorically, of course, with Jason Riles versus Bellamy. Now held on the right side now. We go to Tom Dearden. Tom Dearden, dummies through here, gets over to the 40 now. Tom Dearden held on the ground, Legends. We got Reece Robson going to the right. Scott Drinkwater then. Scott Drinkwater goes short over to his number 20 there. And held. Robson. Duffy kicks it in the air. He's got one heck of a kick on him, doesn't he? And it lands in the hands of the Melbourne Storm. Grant Anderson, the one collecting it here. Cameron Munster then over to Jack Howarth. Jack Howarth now. Jack Howarth held. Harry Grant then to Suafalogo. One of the key starters that they haven't named today is Will Warbrick. Though credit to Will Warbrick, it's not like he didn't play seriously. He did play in the All-Stars game, winning it for the Māori All-Stars. Hopefully he's enjoying his break after winning the best possible game outside of Para winning the grand final. Wishart clears the ball, passes the 30, 35, their own side. They're going to tap and go. Melbourne Storm now. Through the middle, they're going to try and rush forward. Eli Katoa held. Harry Grant now, who is back on after being in the sin bin for 10 minutes for constant interference in the attack. Held back here. Melbourne Storm over to the left. Gets it. And almost through with Joe Chan, but Joe Chan put on his back there by Tom Duffy. And apparently an error's been made. Incredible stuff. John Bateman and Tom Duffy working toe. Half back and second rower. Taking on the other side's one. Putting him way back. William Hunt Bellamy is a legend at the Storm up here with Smith. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, he is a legend. Craig Bellamy's, as soon as Craig Bellamy retires, he's instantly just going to be placed in Hall of Fame. Well, he's already in Hall of Fame, but he's going to be placed in the former legends category. Absolutely. G'day, by the way, as well. Good to have you here, William. Now, name here. Pushing forward here to the 40. Hope you've been well, by the way, bro. It's been a bit. Reece Robson now trying to rob some more points for the Suns. Then over to the 20 now, and John Bateman is going to win a 6 again for a ruck infringement here. It is first tackle now officially on it. And then it goes over to the middle here. It's Dearden back over to Jeremiah Neto. Will Bellamy retire before Bennett? Honestly, Legend, I think it's a debate to be had who's going to get it. Right now, I couldn't tell you exactly who's going to retire first because both just feel like they're going to go until there's nothing left of their life. Back over, knee now, forward. Cows were steamrolled by the kicker kids last week. Embarrassing. Yes, they were. Very embarrassing. But now they're coming and beating the Storm, and this is why you can't really rate trials too highly, can you, when it comes to everything? Now we've got a kick here from Duffy. Suafalongo grabbed by the legs and Suafalongo held. Munster over to the left now. And it's Meany's job to be held. Grant over to the right. Through the middle now. The Melbourne Storm. Oh, doesn't it just give you the tingles, the fact that this is the end of the first half of the last preseason game? We're so close. We're so close to the actual year beginning. It's ridiculous, Legends. Munster to Wishart. To Suafalongo here. Passes backwards, and if things have gone a little differently, that really could have been an intercept for Murray Tulagi there. Imagine Billy Oak and Wade B retire on the same year. That would be a historic year, William Hunt, if both of them retired at the same time. Don't think it'll happen, but would be historic, man. Poor flick pass there from the Storm. Wasn't going to be read at all by the number 2 there, Kane Bradley. However, they're going to say it was off a Cowboy, and it's going to be the Storm keeping the ball here, apparently. There you go. And now the Cowboys. Oh! Can somebody give John Bateman a medal? He's making his mark in the rugby league field again here. Stefano Utuwe-Kamano's come on, forced into knocking the ball on after a fierce and completely legal tackle from John Bateman. Brenton in the chat says, I think Bennett will coach from a retirement home if he had the choice. Yeah, Bennett ain't going anywhere, is he? He'll video call them if he has to get them up for the games at hand. Cowboys now past the halfway line here. aiming for that 4.7K in the near future, legends. If you haven't subbed yet, consider doing that. Dearden to Duffy. Over to Bateman. Bateman now earned the right here, and Braden Burns held back there. Storm just trying to keep their line together here. They didn't manage to keep it down the last bit when they were a man down. Unfortunately for them, ever since they had that man down, they just haven't been able to keep up with the Cowboys in this game. Now through the middle, the North Queensland Cowboys. Jeremiah Nanai held. Fourth tackle now. 3 minutes left in the half. Dearden over to Duffy. Halves linking up, and Duffy kept on the 20. Now with 35 metres gained, are the Cowboys going to score in this play? Dearden in the air, and it's off the Cowboys and forward, I reckon, that one. No try for the North Queensland Cowboys, no matter how hard they put in the effort. Leo Francis Rocket says, "G'day, TJC. I have the Cows winning 13+. Well, if you have the Cows winning 13+, I think it could be your lucky day, because right now the Cowboys are actually flying high against the Storm. The Melbourne Storm actually not doing well. Quick, spread the news around, legends. It's unbelievable. The Cowboys are having a good game, and the Storm are having a poor game. Since when does that happen? Whose accolades is higher, winning premiers, Bellamy or wait a minute, Storm had a few disqualified though, or was it once? They had a few disqualified, and I will always put Bennett above Bellamy purely on that basis. You know, there was plenty of years where Bellamy was like, ultimately, however you rate what Bellamy's done at the Storm, yes, it's pretty impressive. I feel like seeing Benny do it at multiple fit comps and not have it removed is all I need to know, man. To me, I'd go with Bennett with the higher accolades, but I'd say that you could really go either way. I think it's really unfair to compare the two because they're both just so class when it comes to what they've done for their side, for one many sides and for one another side. Anyways, here we go. The Storm will score. Sua Falogo with a try off of a mistake by the Cows. Here we go. Watch it again here. Harry Grant off Cowboys, Scott Drinkwater, and Sua reacted way too fast for the naked eye there. 10-18. Should be 12 in a second. Go Jeremiah Nanai, go the Cowboys, says Matthew. Well, Jeremiah Nanai did a great assist over to Scott Drinkwater for a double earlier, legend. But now Sua Falogo scored for the Storm, and it's probably going to be 18-12 now that they've scored between. Only 15 games in the NRL so far for young Sua Falogo, but 10 tries with that as well. Definitely a high potential player to look out in the future. 8-point gap with a kick to come. Reckon it's going to be 18-12 at halftime in a second, legends, with 20 seconds to go. Cheers, Brenton. Now, from the side, and oh my God, he's missed that. Right in front of the post. Nick Meaney's missed that. And what was that I was saying at the Bulldogs about how I remember Nick Meaney playing for Dogs and missing from right in front? How on earth? From right there, he's hit the post, legends. Nick Meaney. I'd just like to say that Nick Meaney missed from in front. Our boys at the charity match did miss from the front. Seems like we might have better kickers in the content creation field. You jinxed him, says Brenton. Jinxed him, man. Jinxed him. Was way too confident it would be 12. And it remains an 8-point gap as we enter halftime officially, legends. And with that, it's the TJC Sports Halftime Show with your host, TJC Sports. Welcome to the stream. Good to be here, legends. Hope you're all doing absolutely amazing as we enjoy what is a beautiful scoreline that you will not see every day. It is the Melbourne Storm 10, the North Queensland Cowboys with 18. Scott Drinkwater currently on the mic. 31 try assists in 24. What a fullback. Not as talked about as some, but he's definitely something special. The fact that you can have such a quality fullback and him not even make the Blues team really shows you just how stacked Origin always is. Good stuff, Mel. We'll actually pin that. Good stuff. Don't want to annoy people by keeping saying it. 50 votes officially on the poll, guys. 52% of you have gone with the Cowboys to win. 40% Storm. I still think that it's actually really up in the air who's going to win it, because the Melbourne Storm are the kind of team where 8 points is nothing if you want to win. 8 points is nothing. That's not keeping them away from a win. 40% are going, 6% are going with a draw, and 2% are going with the referee in this one. I tips the ref. Well, that 2%, we know where it came from then, don't we, Brenton? We know exactly where it went through. Flattened Falongo. Who flattened Falongo, legend? Who are we talking about here, flattened Falongo? So it's just really firm in my head. The Nick Meaney knock, that kick was, you know what? It wasn't quite the Reece Walsh kick, but the fact that it was right in front made that really a letdown. Bit of a seesaw game. Oh, you mean the one at the end? Yeah. Mel says, bit of a seesaw game. Back and forth, up and down. True that. It's been a very up and down sort of game, has it not? Hasn't been what you'd call anything insane. The North Queensland Cowboys, though, definitely the better team of the two. Storm just not quite it right now. At least not based on that first half. It's a game of two halves, though, legends. Remember that. Nobody's won it in 40 minutes, even in a preseason challenge. To think so would be crazy. It's just not the case, unfortunately for you. Crazy the subgroup this last week. Insane stuff, actually, looking at it. Falongo got flattened before halftime. Oh, that tackle. Yeah, that was a good tackle. I didn't think much of it, man. 16 vote likes. Good stuff, guys. Let's aim for 20 likes before the end of the stream. I know we can do it. Looking at both the sides, I actually think I expect the Cowboys to win, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Storm came back. They're just that kind of team, and this is a much more entertaining game than the last one. The last one, the Knights were just going blam, blam, blam. The Roosters had nothing that entire time. We were essentially just watching the Newcastle Knights play against a bunch of rookies, it felt like at one point. And yes, I say that with full awareness that they are professional NRL players that have played frequently, a lot of them. Still not good enough, man. Quite ridiculous, really, if we're being honest. Really kind of crazy, though. It's been a really long break. To finally get on with the NRL season is going to be good. Well, how does round one actually look? Because I know Para is the last game, because you always save the best for last, right? Parramatta is the last game, and then I'll probably have to refresh the app, actually, to check it out. Do I change this stream after that? Yes, you will, Brenton. After this, you should. Check it out, man. Probably gonna be a funny watch, to be honest. I can only imagine how he was feeling after that one. Wouldn't have been fun, I'll tell you that. Yep, so obviously got the Vegas teams: Raiders, Warriors, Panthers, Sharks, Roosters, Broncos, the Tigers, Knights, Dolphins, Buddies, the Dragons, Bulldogs, Manly, Cowboys, Para, Storm. Let's face it, Storm Para is the best game there. Sorry, but Storm Para is the best game there in terms of what the teams mean to each other, the fierceness. There is a hatred there between Storm and Para. Who you got winning in Vegas with the Vegas teams, Brenton? I think that I actually don't really know with the first one, Raiders-Warriors. I'll lean towards Warriors, but wouldn't shock me if Raiders won that one. And I'll say Panthers versus the Sharks. But crazily enough, while some will go one way or the other, I'm actually going to say 1-12. I'll say it's 1-12 in that one. Panthers 1-12 and Warriors-Raiders 1-12. Yeah, 1-12 on both of them. That's my prediction, mate. Tyler Parra will beat the Storm. We can hope, Liam. We can hope. I'm all for it if we get that. Shout out to Deli McGuinness. Unfortunately, the draw of 14 all is no longer possible at 18-10. Tough luck there. But yes, mate, hopefully we win round one. I cannot wait to finally get on with the rugby league, the real season, not this pre-season dilly-dallying where we're going, oh, the games don't matter. The one where it actually has an importance, where you feel like you're building off of something. The one where you know that the teams are playing their best players. You think they'll both be upsets over there? That's actually a pretty huge call, Brenton. That's a pretty huge call there. Was Sharks, says Mel. Seems like we're going with the upsets with Brenton, though. Brenton with the upsets here, Raiders and the Sharks. So that's really interesting, man. That'll be one heck of a start to the year if we get two upsets. The Wars and the Sharks. No shock with the Wars tip, obviously. Sharks, I'm a little surprised, right? Because I still think Panthers are a really good side. I still think the Panthers are a really good side, and I'm kind of surprised seeing a lot of no Panthers, but that's just my thoughts. If the Sharks win, that would be great. Play well. If it's in New Zealand, the boo is going to be loud for AFB. Oh, they're playing in Vegas, William. They're playing in Vegas, so probably not going to be too loud for AFB. At least not that one. And since they play the Raiders, it won't. We don't boo, Will, says Mel. Sure. Hi, I'm a big AFL NRL fan. That's awesome, Attila. Welcome to the stream, legend. If you're new, consider hitting that like button and subscribing. Hoping you're having an amazing day. Shout out to you as a Victorian. I may not be a fan of NRL, but I do respect the popularity of it. Good on you for supporting both codes. Always a very chill time, the halftime point, guys, where you relax, you talk a bit about the game, you enjoy yourself, and you get keen for a big second half, hopefully. Oh, Vegas, the Raiders are playing at their home game. Oakland Raiders. Who knows? Potentially. Who knows? Looking back on this preseason, it's been an all right one, but surely you can't say that the preseason's going to decide everything, guys. If we were basing the season on the preseason, Storm are going to finish 16th. The day the Storm finishes 16th. 17th, actually, because this hasn't updated and the Cowboys are in the lead. If the Storm finish last of the preseason, that's going to be hilarious. Melbourne to finish last, legends. Thanks, legend. Of course, I like the stream. Appreciate it, Attila. Appreciate it. Bill Habis, welcome to the stream. He says, I love big Cowboys fan and a Parramatta fan. Awesome, mate. Appreciate it. Always like my Queensland teams. Good on the Cowboys. William Hunt says, a Vegas. The Raiders are playing Oakland Raiders. Yeah. We got through that one. Good stuff so far. Been a crazy week, really. Last night, absolutely put me through the ringer because, not only did we end up streaming for 6 hours, I was going off already, going off 3 hours of uni. So altogether, it was just an absolute crazy one, and I was so tired. I guess one positive, though, about Sunday games is that while they're a little earlier, that also means that you don't actually have to finish too late, right? So that's a positive always. Pretty glad about that this will be wrapped up by 7-ish. Jeff Roy says, hello, Teachers Sports. How are you today? I'm doing pretty well, actually, man. How are you doing today? You doing all right? You feeling great? Feeling good? Feeling legendary, as we say. Panthers are still a strong side, but I can't handle another Panthers premieres. I had people come into the stream last time that were like, you got to appreciate greatness while it's here. And it's like, no, I want something different. What's the point, man, if every year you're just watching your team suck? I mean, I still do it, but, like, I want improvements, you know? At the end of the day, I hate it too, man. Hopefully we see another club win this year. I still think, though, Panthers are a great team and they're going to do well anyways, however we think of them. Liam Eve says Storm will finish last. Storm will finish last because they're last on the preseason challenge table. Absolutely. Let's go. Let's do it. Melbourne for last place, baby. I'll take it. Last bird on the preseason table. Yeah, preseason table. I mean, ninth, not too bad, Para. Okay, not too bad. I wouldn't call ninth an awful season if this ended up being the ladder. It won't be, but I'm not going to call that an awful year after how last year went. If we're competitive and all that. Brisbane Broncos and Dragons after 2 games actually tied on points. But it's because of point differential where Broncos have scored more and conceded less that Broncos are our not Pacific Championships. Why am I thinking Pacific Championships? I haven't done that in over a year. They are our preseason challenge champions. Storm won't finish last because Cowboys are better. Bill Abbas, I don't know what you're trying to say. Yes, Cowboys are better, but Storm are not. I agree with you. Storm are not finishing last, but it's funny to joke about. Anyways, mate. Almost done with the halftime show here, folks, to get on with the second half. Last half, 2 tries for Storm, 3 tries for Cowboys, 45% possession for Storm, 55% possession for Cowboys, 17 out of 20 completions for Storm, and 20 out of 24 for the Cowboys. Cowboys dominating most of the stats so far. Storm are going to have to open up better in this second half. I also like soccer, cricket, NFL, man. Oh, you're all across the ball, legend. Well, that's good. That's good. Good to see a genuine Juice Sport fan here in the chat enjoying their team play. Anyways, the Melbourne Storm here running out onto the field. Get ready. Second half is coming up. Storm versus Cowboys, 18-10. Cowboys simply better. Will we see anything new or exciting or different in this second half? Only time will tell. Harry Grant just talking to Alec McDonald as they come out. Stefano Utuwe-Kamanu here as well. God, I hate that Storm have a Para Junior. First 5 games, round 1 versus Para. Then they have a bye. And then it's round 3 versus Panthers, round 4 versus Dragons, and round 5 against Manly. All right. Melbourne Storm receiving the ball here. The second half is officially underway here in Melbourne. I completely forgot the stadium name because it's such a nothing stadium here. Storm now on the 10, tackled. Just going to update this to say second half. And poof, there we go. Too easy. Alec McDonald now. Past the 20 now. 25 out from his own side and held there. We then go to Harry Grant. Harry Grant, Sua Folongo, looks to sidestep, goes around Folongo, held by Reece Robson and Jeremiah Nanai. And then it's Grant. Gets to Munster, looking for the pass. Could not find the pass. Cameron Munster there. Munster cheeses down. Grant now. Good pass in the air. Kicking it very high. And on the left here, it's going to end up with Scott Drinkwater. Scott Drinkwater now around, and Scott Drinkwater caught. Tom Dearden now just to play the ball. Took his time getting off him, Alec McDonald there. A little lucky. And they won't gain any meters there. That play was horrendous. Burns it all. And then Jackson Purdue here. He was a little nuisance for the Storm in the first half. Can he continue that in the second? Robson, third tackle. Goes through the middle here. Reece Robson ready to play the ball for the fourth. Just one more tackle left in this set after this. I see the video of Drake Fro set out the Joe. I did because Parramatta used it for promotion on their thing, saying buy an Eels membership. I have. Now Melbourne Storm with the ball here down the right wing. On the second half held here. We then go to Cameron Munster on the middle now. Munster with the pass. Munster. Legend. Hey, Legend. Hey, TJ, I got to go, Legend. I'll sub to your channel. Appreciate it, mate. That sub is very much appreciated. Good luck to the Eels this season. And good luck to your team, too. Hopefully they can do better this year. Hopefully both our teams can do better, all right? See you in the grand final. Thanks for watching, Legend, and subbing. Storm now. Through on the fourth tackle here. 30 meters now. Cameron Munster passes back to Stefano Utuekamanu. Stefano Utuekamanu now on the ground. Harry Grant to the left. No, he's going to kick it, actually, and that is too deep, I think. Yeah, way too deep. Cameron Munster saying something, but not getting anything out of the referee there. Now a tap and go. It's going to be for the North Queensland Cowboys here. Burns bashing his way through the line here, and Burns held. The Super Bowl. That was pretty funny, was it not? Storm's downfall, possibly, but I reckon they will still back there. I'm not calling this a downfall at all for the Storm. I don't think that every year we throw that out there, Storm downfall, Storm downfall. I'm not going with a Storm downfall here. I'm going with the Melbourne Storm to still finish very high. I just think that they've had a rough preseason. Reece Robson now, dummying. Definitely nothing to be happy about, though. Over Scott Drinkwater. Drinkwater with the long pass to Burns. Burns then back, and it is out of play there. And the Melbourne Storm will get the ball back here now. They are the most consistent team in the NRL. Exactly. They are the most consistent team in the NRL. That's why I am extremely hesitant to give them any poor predictions, because I just do not believe that they will be that bad next year, mate. Just don't believe it at all. And Melbourne Storm will get a penalty here. North Queensland Cowboys losing their cool for a second. 35 minutes to go. We're 5 minutes into the second half. Now on the halfway line, Melbourne Storm tapping and going. Joe Chan held by Reece Robson and John Bateman. John Bateman put up 2 terrific tackles in the first half. Hopefully we can see more of that in the second. You think Broncos over the salary cap? I don't think mate, I'm not predicting whoever's on this over the salary cap, man, but we do know a couple are surely. It's about how you hide it, let's face it, right? With a lot of teams. Now Nick Meaney, all around here on the 10 held. Tyler Las Vegas is going to be amazing this year. I hope it is, man, because we're waking up pretty early for those Vegas games in Australia. Hopefully they are good, man, to open our NRL season. Now Grant over to Wishart. Tyron Wishart here. And forceful through the line here. Couldn't quite get there in the end, Bateman and Robson. And then Grant passes backwards here. Melbourne Storm. Well, that's the thing, Legend. We don't know for certain whoever's over the cap. We just know that there's people within that have definitely said some teams are over the cap. Who they are is up to speculation, honestly, Brenton. I'm not here to point fingers, though. I'm here to enjoy the game and react. Melbourne Storm on the second tackle will give away a penalty to the Cowboys. Alec McDonald, the only man with a chin to rival Cleary. And now Duffy here to take the kick. 33 minutes left. Watching it again here. Yeah, can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. A little bit of upper grab there as he's getting up and all that. Not just pushing. And around here, is that a one-on-one strip? It is! Immediately off of the play. It's a one-on-one strip. The North Queensland Cowboys there. Melbourne Storm. Now with the ball back in their hands. Second half is looking brighter for them now. First tackle becomes second tackle. Over past the middle here. It's a good short pass there to Chat. And he goes down to the ground here. And then Grant goes to the right. Wishart held. I'm here to point because I'll point them at you. Shut up, Andrew. But I'll point it right back at you. Let's go. Munster. Held. Fifth tackle. Over to the right here. Kicks it in the air. North Queensland Cowboys. And out of play it goes. Bye. Sayonara. The North Queensland Cowboys unable to make the most of that one. And it was a terrific kick. Unfortunately, two Storm players there weren't good enough to catch it. Almost a miscommunication there. They were in front of the Cowboy. That's for certain. Tyler, do I get fed tonight? No. No, you do not. No. No food tonight. Reece Robson. I'm too busy. Reece Robson now. And it's... What? The Cowboys did something wrong. Yeah, bad play of the ball. Yeah. North Queensland Cowboys, bad play of the ball, legends. And it'll be the Melbourne Storm's ball. Ali Katoa now with it. I got ribs for dinner. Let's go, Brenton. Nice stuff. But I don't. You get leftovers tonight, mate. You get leftovers. Stefano Utuwe-Kamano here. Stefano now. On the 30. Going to the right here. Tui Gamika. Yeah. That's why we're giving you even half, mate. That's why we're even giving you half now. Because I just thought about that. That's why we're giving you half. Not good enough still. Harry Grant. Over to the left now. Gets to Stefano Utuwe-Kamano. Exactly, mate. Better than nothing. 6 again. Ruck infringement here. Harry Grant. Short. And that was a complete mess from the Storm here. Scott Drinkwater grounds it for a goal line dropout. North Queensland Cowboys still at the start of this second half, 10 minutes into it, proving to be the better team. Got a towel around his ear right now. John Bateman here. And hang on, the Cowboys are actually going to propose a captain's challenge. Really? I thought it was a pretty clear goal line dropout. Cowboys with the challenge here, according to the indicator at the top left. Scott, who's initiated that one? I'm curious what they're challenging. Or is the thing just light? Okay, or is Kayo Fox League just being a silly Billy? Seems like it's being a silly Billy. There's no captain. There's no captain's challenge. What was Fox League doing? Their assets have been all over the place, man. What are they doing? There was no challenge. Why'd you tell me there was going to be a challenge? Cowboys on the 20 here. On the first now. To the second. We go to the right. And held down is the Cowboys. To the 30 then. They're looking for it. And held out there. Reece Robson. Looking both ways. On the third tackle. Goes over to the left here. Reuben Cotter. Reuben Cotter there. Reuben Cotter then with the pass. Reuben Cotter. They're going to decide to keep it in the hand. They're passing it to their number 14 now. I'm going to get the team list back up so I can remember these names better again. Cowboys now. Reece Robson. Dummies. Now just 10 out. Now just 30 out, it looks like. Far out. From the line. Scott Drinkwater. Over to the left. Gets it to Jeremiah Nano. Jeremiah Nano then. And now they're on the 10 here. It's a 6 again for a ruck infringement. 6 again for a ruck infringement. Here we go. Here we go. Over to Scott Drinkwater. Over to Bateman. Bateman now making a statement. Bateman statement. Bateman behind the try line there. I think Tisha Sports is confused today. He's wearing para hats, but I mean, I should probably have undies. Mate, no, I'm just wearing the two best teams in sport. And the Cowboys are through! Tom Dearden, slip and go, goes over. A mighty steed indeed. 22-10, kick to come. Tom Dearden with a dummy pass effortlessly squeezes on forward. The Cowboys are on top of everything the Storm want to show. 63 votes on the poll. Good stuff. I might have Royce Chook after I finish the ribs too. Nice stuff. Enjoy it, mate. In fact, you should probably not tell Ainsey that. Yeah, good to hear, Brent. I was actually impressed with the way Cogger and Sharp work together. I think, Andrew, finally you're up at using your head. Jack Cogger and Sharp surprised me a bit. Like, I hadn't rated them the highest for a potential halves pairing, but they really slapped me in the face this game because they were terrific against the Roosters today. Now from in front, the North Queensland Cowboys to make it 24. 14-point gap. Duffy. He never misses. 100% kicking rates is ruined. From right in front, too. Duffy, no! Duffy. It remains 22-10. Typical refs win again, says King Julian. What do you mean, bro? The Cowboys have played better, man, than the Storm. Brent. Accounts I've ever seen. Bro, I don't know what bias you're talking about. Let's see. Andrew, your Sharp is a beast. I probably would like to see him and Gamble in the halves, but he isn't injured. But Cogger will do for now. For now, he'll do, mate. For now. You reckon Gamble will be better, though? That kind of scares me. Roast Chook for everyone up at the hut. It was at the Central Coast. Mate, it'll be up at the Hunter just for the heck of it now. I voted for the refs, says Andrew Backhouse. Well, mate, Andrew, you are part of a very select 6% here, who are actually higher than the draw number. Ridiculous. Cowboys now past the 40 here. I think every call go their way. Cotter now down to the right here. Far over to Braden Burns now. Braden Burns here. Burns over to the halfway line now. If they get in those calls. Agree to disagree, legend, on that. I still think Cowboys are doing better even without the penalties. Cowboys now 5th tackle in the air and on the 20 collected by Storm here. Number 23 for Melbourne, dummying and running. Held on the ground there. Jackson Paulo. Julian is watching the Bronx game still. Dogs were playing against 14 men, and yet nothing was said by the ref for the Broncos. Gamble is going to be faster with our backline, I think. You reckon? I mean, Cogger moved pretty fast, man. If Cogger becomes the backup, that is crazy what you've got going, man. Because Jack Cogger is a very decent halfback. He's not crazy, but he's a decent one. Good kick in the air over to the 10. No, it's actually bouncing back to behind the 10 here and ends up with Braden Burns, the kick from the Storm here. I don't rate Gamble, but we will see. I don't rate Gamble much either, bro, but only time will tell exactly about it because maybe Gamble does work well with the team more. I just think that Cogger very clearly, if Gamble doesn't work out, is the solid pick. Now we've got Robson over to the left here. Jackson Purdue, taking that center spot now that Valentine Holmes is no longer in the team. Now the Cowboys. Scott Drinkwater to the middle now. Clearance in the air. It's a good kick from Purdue on 5th tackle. And it's going to land in the hands of the Storm who knocked the ball on there. They knock it on. Cowboys with it. No question about that one. Storm once again with the mistake. And it's just been constant mistakes. Goes back to earlier when the Melbourne Storm just constantly kept going too quick off their line and Harry Grant got sin-binned for the ill discipline of Melbourne. How have the Cowboys been? They've been bloody brilliant, man. Yes, they've had more decisions in their favour, but the Storm have also been much more ill-disciplined, in my opinion. Over half the things that the Storm that the ref has blown for against the Storm are things I saw before he even blew it. There are pretty obvious mistakes too. I do agree one or two things are unfortunate for the Storm, but overall the Storm just have not shown up to play to the same level as the Cowboys today. Good for your sister-in-law that the Cowboys are winning. Hopefully she's enjoying it. Do you think Curran deserves the sin bin yesterday? Because I don't think he did. I was so confused by the Curran sin bin, man. I don't think that it's something I'm going to lose too much sleep over that they did sin bin him, but I'll put it this way. If I was ref, he probably didn't go to the bin. It was a very weird call. I wouldn't have put him in it personally. Now Cowboys on the 10-meter line here. Oh, surely on their way through. Scott Drinkwater, 3rd tackle, 22 minutes to go. We go over to the left. Reece Robson short, pushing through and held. Who do Storm name at fullback for round 1 now that Papia Faloga injured in round 1? I mean, they can put Nick Meaney there. That's actually his main position, but he hasn't been put there, obviously, due to how many fullbacks they have. Beautiful kick, and there's no taking that away from him. Braden Burns scores in the corner for the Cowboys. Braden Burns through them faster than fire to ice. And it was off of a pass by Leanna McLean where Duffy puts a pin-perfect kick over to Burnsy there. It's Mr. Burns with a try. Just updating the scoreline now. Storm 17 preseason, yes. We're all loving it, aren't we? Melbourne Storm, last place on the ladder for the preseason. And that goes to show you exactly how unreliable it is, the preseasons, for the real season at hand. I see that clearly they just saw something we didn't. Of course, Andrew, it had to be something we didn't that he saw. Absolutely. Storm 17 preseason. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, now, I think it's official, legends. I think we cut the season short here and just say the Melbourne Storm are the wooden spooners. Who's with me? Let's do it. Let's do it, all right? Instead of preseason, this is season, and after season is what we'll play next. The official season, the Cowboys have beaten the Storm, and the Storm are the wooden spooners. Yeah, preseason spooners officially there. Dang right, mate. Full me in that jersey. I'll get it done. You must be happy Star had to name their 3rd string fullback against you guys in round 1. I am very happy about it, legend, but I don't want us getting arrogant about it. We are still clearly the underdogs. We're still clearly the underdogs, and we'll need to play at our best to beat the Melbourne Storm, even with that fullback down. Go into it as if they were full strength every game. That's what you do, man. I want to beat a real proper team, bro. I don't want cheap wins. I want real wins. And it's actually a shame that they have a player down. I want to beat them with the full strength. But even with that player out, I'm still, even if that player was there or not, I still would believe in the team. And I'm fully backing us fully all the way when I travel down to Melbourne. The belief is real, legends. The belief is real. A wooden spoon. Yeah, okay. We're all just confirming it now, aren't we? It's official. Melbourne Storm with the wooden spoon for pre-season. Penalty now for the North Queensland Cowboys. The Melbourne Storm's kick too deep, and it's over. Oh, my goodness. I don't think I've ever seen Storm kick a ball too deep. I don't think I've ever seen that before. And now, just on about the 30 here, the Cowboys with it. To the left now, Duffy gets it to Nanai. Nanai through here. Did the Knights end up getting 50? I missed the last 10 minutes. No, they got to 48, legend. They got to 48, sadly. NRL Times says Storm suck. Yeah, well, they absolutely, if this is a game to go by, I agree with you, mate. Storm suck, yeah! I also hope Pappy and Falogo have a speedy recovery. Agreed, man. You never wish pain on anyone, even your rival players. Hopefully they have a great, speedy recovery when they're at their best at the end of it all. And down the wing, the Cowboys again here. Vilea now. Looking bigger than ever. 32-10 now. You could almost just write it on in your books now. Storm are the, sing it with me, folks, Preseason Challenge Wooden Spooners. Their first legit wooden spoon of sorts, you could say. 50 bomb incoming. I don't want to get too excited about 50 bombs after getting so excited for one with Knights Roosters that didn't end up happening there, but possible, very possible. 50 bomb incoming. So how's your weekend been? It's been all right, man. Did some uni, 6 hours of streaming yesterday, then about 4 today of streaming. That's pretty much my weekend, man. Got on the game a bit. Had to, unfortunately, tell the boys that, no, I can't get on. It's got a 40 gig update to download because that's always fun with PlayStation, is it not, for the gamers out there? When they decide, yeah, you got to get a 40 gigabyte update for a game you already own and delete 10 things from your thing. Anyways, 32-10, the scoreline here. The Cowboys, 18 and a half minutes to go in the second half still. The bunker robbed us of a 50 bomb, says Bretton. I know, right? A bunker took us away from our 50 bomb. It was such a sad day too. Imagine not having your 50 bomb. Devastating stuff all around. I blame Brenton for the not hitting 50. I agree. Brenton, it's all your fault, man. Dang it, Brenton. Disappointed in you. Now the North Queensland Cowboys. Just lifting themselves up past the 10 here on the first tackle. We go over to the left here, and it looks like they're playing some new players now compared to earlier here, which means time for TJC to get out his team list again to remember who they all are. Andrew, time yourself out. No, mate. He's not. He ain't doing that. Yeah, go in your corner, mate. All right, Reuben Cotter. Spot a corner, Reuben Cotter around the ball. 20 to the 10. Passes backwards here over to Purdue. And on the wing now, it's a try in the corner. But none other than Jackson Paulo, the former Sydney Rooster, South Sydney Rabbitoh, and Manly Warringah Seagull. 4 teams, 4 years, 1 brilliant try off of a Reuben Cotter run, 36-10 with a kick to come. And there you have it. The Cowboys just dominating on the board right now. Sorry, I misclicked. Sure you did, Andrew. Wink, wink. Sure you did, buddy. Jackson Ballo. And it all started when Ruben Cotter caught the defense open here. They tried their best to defend it out, but once Purdue received it and got it off to the wing, Jackson Ballo was just too quick to be stopped there. And round one gets me more and more excited. If they can do this against Storm, come on, Para! Round one. Let's make it happen. Let's shock the world. Let's shock rugby league. Storm are pretenders confirmed. I mean, it's a bit bold to say that with a team like the Storm, who have been 10 times consistent compared to any team in the comp throughout their history. And they hit the post here. It's going to remain at 36 Legends. If they keep playing like this, if they play like this in round one, heck yeah, mate. I'm a fan of it. Come on, please, Storm. Can you play this way round one? Craig Bellamy's got a few words for them, I say. Melbourne Storm clear it again here. Like, whatever you think of the ref, the Storm just aren't playing good enough right now. Do you think Junior Paolo will be able to resurrect this form? Yes, I do, mate, because Riles we trust. If he doesn't, that's unfortunate. We'll probably have to go elsewhere in the future, but which preseason stat we talking about, Andrew? Drop it in the chat, bro. Junior Paolo, certainly when he's at his best, he's a top player. Unfortunately, just hasn't been able to reach it the last few years. But I am hopeful that under Riles, he can rejuvenate himself and get to that level again. On fourth tackle now, we go over to the right here. It's a good smash and dash, a grab onto that. Do you know the priest? I'm meaning Jax. Oh, you're meaning Jackson Barlow. Yes, bro. I had eels on the brain, bro. Yes, I think that Jackson Barlow can. Oh, we have a Storm player completely down there. Completely down. We got someone completely down here. He's not moving. He's not moving. We got a Storm player that's not moving on the ground. It was a collision with his own teammates. And he hasn't moved since going down. They're tackling each other, Legends. As for my thoughts on Jackson Paolo, he's a player I do rate, man, somewhat. I do rate somewhat Jackson Paolo, and I wouldn't have minded him as a backup at Para even. I like him as a winger. Keen to see how his career at Cowboys goes compared to the others. I think he definitely has the potential to resurrect anytime he wants. It's just about a bit of luck and how much he wants it. Yep, this isn't funny how hard this player, he's not good. He's not good right now. And it was such a light hit too. I take that back. Good stuff, Brenton. Good stuff. Since the preseason comp, everyone has won the preseason has failed to make the eight. Oh, really, man? Everyone that has won. So that means that who's missing it this year? Oh, my God, it's going to be the Broncos missing it. Oh, dearie me. I think he's up now. Potentially. Where is he? He was knocked out, though, completely there. Had to pause there for a second. Unsure exactly who that... no, he's still on the ground there. No. Where is he at? Who is that? 23. Number 23 for the Melbourne Storm. It is Hugo Peel. I repeat, Hugo Peel. And he will be helped by an ambulance. Looks like they're bringing an ambulance onto the field here. Hugo Peel to be taken out of here. Unfortunate stuff. You hate to see it. It's number 23, Peter. Very unfortunate to see there. You never like watching injuries to that extent. Or in general, really. No matter the player. Unfortunate for the young man. Hugo Peel will be going out of the stadium pretty soon, it seems like. Melbourne Storm in the coaching box right now. Looks a bit like Welch, that guy, next to him. Cowboys is first 5. Round 1, they have Manly. Round 2, Sharks. Round 3, Broncos. Round 4, Raiders. And round 5, Panthers. Believe it or not, I actually think Storm have a tougher draw outside of the bye. But that's not a bad draw at all when it comes to difficulty there. I am watching, just listening to the stream. All good, Andrew, mates. Well, hopefully you're enjoying so far, my guy. 15 minutes still to go as we keep it frozen, the clock, dealing with this. Who do they have round 1? They have Manly, the Cowboys. Andrew? Wouldn't call it easy, but I wouldn't call it ridiculously hard. John Bateman on the sideline talking to Tom Dearden. Bit of a long pause here, isn't it? We might get past 30 here. George Arlam says, hello, how are you today? I'm doing legendary, man. I'm just enjoying this stream. To everybody new here, consider smashing that like button and subbing. We're so close to 4.7K. I have 13 plus margins today for both Knights and the Cows. Well, Leo Francis Royker, you're the ultimate predictor. The ultimate predictor today. It is all in your favor at the moment. Peter Nick says live, please. If you're talking about the screen legend, unfortunately can't show the stream due to copyright. That's why it's a live stream reaction. The game is updated via me to you while I'm watching. If you want to watch it, it's on Kayo or Foxtel. Andrew Backhouse says, no, I am not enjoying the stream. Keeps calling him up and it hurts my feelings. Well, then toughen up, Buttercup, Andrew. Toughen up. Get up there. Put your pants on, your big boy pants, mate. 69 votes on the poll here. 54% going with Cowboys. I mean, no shocker anymore, right? No shocker anymore. 26 likes on the stream so far, guys. Can we hit 30 before this stream's over in 15 minutes? Would be a great feat. But I know you're capable of it. Get in your quarter, Andrew, says Brenton. Dang right, mate. Dang right. Manu says Cowboys 40 plus. You know what? It's the rate this game's going. That doesn't sound that crazy, Marty. That doesn't sound that crazy at all. Andrew Backhouse says, okay, sorry, Mr. Streamer. All good, pal. Mr. Streamer shall forgive for now. For now. I think Storm are going to win this. Yeah, mate. And I think I'm going to become the king of England. Stay tuned for Las Vegas Legends. We have at 8 a.m. a Super League game on Sunday, 2nd of the March, followed by at 11 a.m. Raiders Warriors. Then Australia versus England, I think, will play. And it'll be Panthers versus Sharks after that. Fun stuff all around. Go Cowboys. One more, says Marty. Come on, for one more, the Cowboys. 40-plus points on the board. All right, and the Storm here now. We're just waiting until they can get the player out of there. Just taking their time, as you got to go easy with injuries like this. Very concerning that he was just out cold. Very concerning indeed. You hate to see it. Simply just not right. I heard that TJ Sports is doing a 24-hour stream for the Las Vegas games. And I heard that you're absolutely insane, man. 24-hour stream. Mate, 19 hours of that stream's just going to be me sleeping. Not going to have any fun there, are yous? Who knows? Maybe we'll do the Super League one potentially. Depends how I feel when the day finally hits, bro. Maybe we'll do Super League, but we ain't doing the... I don't think we'll do the Australia-England one. Just purely because there needs to be some sort of limit to what I do in a day. Thanks, bro, for the live stream. All good, Martin Kayo. If you're new, man, consider hitting that like button and subbing. Appreciate ya. I'm glad that I could provide this to you. Medical Edge taking our young man away. Best wishes to the family of young Hugo Peel. Now on the line, on the 30 here, running, held back there. 6 out of 6 plays done here for the Cowboys. And now the Storm down the wing, over to past halfway to the 40 then, and 40. Now they're 35 out now from the Cowboys try line here on third tackle from nowhere. Something from nothing, guys. And then it gets to the 30 again here, pass backwards and held out there. Finally, it's good to have the game back. I almost forgot how to stream for a second, folks. I was going, what do I say? What do I do? Neville Tom says, go the Cowboys 50 plus, mate. Go the Cowboys 50 plus, 50 plus. If there's one I want, mate, if there's one game where I'm okay with a 50 bomb, despite the lack of interest from it, it's this one, man. This one, Neville Tom. This is the game where I'm all for it. Watching it here. The captain's challenge here is unsuccessful for the Melbourne Storm legends. Captain's challenge unsuccessful. At least that was actually a captain's challenge, unlike before when the Fox League just lied and said there was a challenge when there wasn't. Over to the right now. Through the line, they try to force themselves. Howdy, partner, says us. Howdy ho. How you doing, legend? Welcome to the stream. Now, held. Now, we go over and actually being called back here now, the Cowboys. Martin says, whose ball? It is currently the Cowboys' ball on second tackle, legend. They're on about the halfway line here. They pass short to the right here. Harrison Edwards gets it off to Kayo Doddle here, and Kayo Doddle will be held too right there. Third tackle now. 50% of the way through the set here. Waiting for the players to get ready. And Cowboys over to Edwards. Edwards passes short to Neem, through and nailed. Now Carl Lawton. Former Manly Warringah Seagull there, Lawton, goes to Tom Duffy. Tom Duffy then to Thomas McKaylee. Thomas McKaylee around through the left here, and McKaylee put back. My ribs are ready. I'll give Andrew the bone so he doesn't malnourish. Exactly. Good stuff, Brenton. Good stuff. Good stuff right there. That's what we call charity there, Brenton. Cowboys on the 10 now. To the left. It's a good dummy there from Edwards. The Storm are poop, Isas. Yes, they are right now. How did Stefano go in his first game in the purple colours at your local birth down deep? Not my birth. Oh, yeah, wait. Yeah, right, your Storm. I only just clicked that away, and you're right. Yeah, that I didn't even figure that. Yeah, my local birth down team. He did all right, man, but he did knock it on pretty poorly. John Bateman put up a wicked tackle on him to do it. I'd say he hasn't exactly stood out. That's what I'd say about Stefano. Do I think that he's necessarily done bad? No, but I can't say that he stuck out. And my birthday town team is unfortunately losing, Andrew. What game are you looking forward to round one? Storm Para, bro. Heading over there, gonna be keen, man. Got friends to see, got places to be, gonna be legendary. Cannot wait. My number one game coming up, bro, is that Storm versus Para round one. Cowboys now holding the Storm down. 11 and a half minutes to go here. We go over to the right now. Trent Laurier. Oh, a gap may be opening up here. Anderson gets it back. Over to the right side. They're running now. And they just kept out of it, Legends. We're officially, with 11 minutes to go, one sub away from 4.7K. Will it be achieved today? Then on to the 10 here. And on the 10, they are held. Dummies it then. Over to the left. Oh, caught beautifully. But it's 6 again for a ruck infringement here for the Storm. Lucky duckies right there. Andrew Backhouse says, I heard that Tyler is packing me in his suitcase for round 1. Oh, dang right I am, man. Mate, just got to get you out from the bottom of the basement. Mate, once I untie all those knots and that, we'll get you right in the suitcase. Shh, they don't need to know, man. They won't pick it up. I'll make sure they don't. Short pass here. To the right now, Melbourne Storm. You got to remember, Storm are playing mostly their rookies now in the side, whereas there is still a couple of Cowboy starters here. Second tackle to Stefano Utueka. Manu! Could he make a difference here with a try? No, he cannot. He's held up by 4 separate Cowboys. And that is absolutely brilliant. And through the line here, through the post, and held up there is our number 14 for the Melbourne Storm. Who is that? Number 14. Bronson Garlick. To the right, that it's a dummy, and oh, he's going to go alone here. Melbourne Storm will score. It's Keegan Russell Smith with the try. 9.5 minutes to go. Keegan Russell Smith makes it 14-36 with a kick to come. And finally, the Storm have broken through it all. Eels have a chance to stop Storm's first round record up the Eels and lose. Yeah. Yes, let's go, Esus. Let's go. Somebody else getting behind me on this. We have the opportunity, Esus. All right, round 1, please. Please, Para. Look, Legends, I'm not getting my hopes up. This is a trial game. Don't take it too seriously for how Storm will perform in the actual season. However, oh, man, sirree. Do I have hope for us? I was a Pharaoh fan, but switched Dragons. Fair enough, Legend. As long as you're loyal to Dragons, doesn't bother me. You'll never see me ditch Para, though. Loyal till the end. Keegan Russell Smith. New South Wales Cup in 2024. Played 5 games, scoring 2 tries there. He's got a try now against a pretty decent Cowboys outfit. Should be happy with that one. Now, from right in front, we are just 8 minutes and 19 seconds away from the end of our NRL preseason. From the side here, whacks it on the 20, and he misses it. It's the post. That was a bit of an amateur kick. Doesn't feel like he kicks often with kicks like that. Young bloke misses. I just subscribed. Hope I'm your 4.7K follower. Let's see. Yes, you are, but we've also gained 2 subs. So we're actually on 4,701. Let's go. 4.7K achieved. Legends, we were only on 4.6 at the start of this. Legends, 100 subs gained in a 3-day period. Awesome. Paramount Eels Data Voice Services, you can always switch from City to United. Never going to happen, mate. We will have the Europa League to win, and Liverpool ain't winning the Champions League either. Exactly, Andrew. Exactly. Andrew just spitting facts right here on your screen. Read that, Khalid. Melbourne Storm on second tackle. Go over to the left. Storm, if you play like this in round 1, I will do anything. Please. I'm hoping Zach Lomax is a big year for the Parramatta Eels. Mate, I'm hoping he's at my super coach. I hope he scores a hat-trick for Para, bro, in that game, and we win. Parramatta on top, man. I don't think people are reading the right things from the Tigers game. They're just looking at the loss. Melbourne Storm now. Kick it in the air. It's bouncing to the right now. Going, ends up with the Cowboys. Birds now. Flipped around on his back and held. Just the North Queensland Cowboys doing their thing. 7 minutes left in this one. Not long now before we're wrapped up here and ready for our legendary actual NRL season to begin. Anything, Tyler? Like anything? Don't get any ideas, William. I am reading the right things, and we should sack Rolls, honestly, says Andrew. Oh yeah, man. We lost one game, and despite all the hope and everything all around, yeah, Rolls should totally be sacked, man. Totally. We lost to the Tigers, so yeah, hashtag sack Riles. We lost them in a trial game where they beat our juniors by 2 tries when they had a lot of senior players on. Riles out. Ooh. Never, man. Never. All right, Melbourne Storm. 6 minutes left. First tackle here. Wishart over to the left here. Passes. Going down. Far out, man. And it definitely wasn't a trial game. Definitely wasn't a trial game, man. Definitely wasn't a trial game. We lost to the Tigers by 2 tries, playing a very young, inexperienced team, because Riles just decided that in a real game, man. Such a shame. The NRL fanatic thinks Tigers are playing fast just because they beat us. Oh, he's just being passionate for his team. Let's face it, they're not making it, man. Try not to keep the rival fans' thoughts in your heads too much. Otherwise, you're just going to be constantly hating. Low kick from Anderson. Chasers and Cowboys will clear the ball here on 4th tackle. 5 minutes left now. Melbourne Storm on top. Brenton says hashtag Dylan Brown in a Knights jersey. Never happening, Brenton. Never happening. No, hashtag. That we'll never get that hashtag going, Brenton. Never. That ain't a hashtag for us. We're not a fan of that hashtag. That's not hashtag. We say no to that hashtag. Now, from the goal line dropout, they kick it. They're not going to go short. They're going to go far over to the right side of the field here. Collected by the Storm now, and on the ground it goes. No. You heard us say don't sack Riles, Andrew. That's what you heard. Clifford, you saying that. Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, because that's not an out-of-context clip. Liam Pritchard says, preseason good. Yeah, preseason is good, Liam. Preseason is very good, buddy. 100%. Did you hear the news, Todd? Dylan was in New Zealand. Yes, at a wedding. From the start, that joke in the group chat confused me from the start when, what was it? Adam was like, oh, no, he's talking to Warriors, and then, oh, no, he's just at a wedding. I was going to say, bruh, all I heard was he was at a wedding. What the heck, man? Liam cannot wait for round 1. We can't wait for it either, Liam. Did you hear the news? Dylan was in New Zealand. Yeah. Meters, says Marty. Yeah, meters right now. Also, I was too let down to say it. Stefano Utuai-Kamanu, the Parramatta Junior, did score for the Storm. 18-36. The kick is currently being lined up now. Stefano Utuai-Kamanu, boys. And now he makes his impact that you were looking for. Is he engaged to the Wars? No. The thing is, though, is if there's a team his heart's with that's not Para, it would be the Warriors, Brenton. Liam Pritchard says, Storm, Ryan Pappenhausen won't play. Yes, no, Ryan Pappenhausen will not play in round 1. Also, Stuart Falongo is appearing unlikely as well now, legend, out with an injury. So that means that they'll probably move someone like a Nick Meaney to fullback, which isn't actually a bad fullback, but hopefully that can help us out. Now Wishart from right in front is going to make it 38-18 here. Won't be 50, but the Cowboys can be proud of this game. The Storm with the late little comeback here. The timer just not quite with them yet. 16-point gap now. To kick it off again here, we got 3 minutes left. Yeah, William Hudson's Nick Meaney fullback, yeah. Para might win round 1 with a weekend Storm side. Honestly, Legend, whether we win or not, I just want to see us compete. Man. I can see a positive one where we still lose for that one. Storm is going to win this as Andrew, bro. I've got no words for you anymore, Andrew. The stuff you pull out of your ass. Second tackle here. Storm with the dummy here, runs around, held it down now by Lawton. Laying down the law, it is Lawton, Legends. You might see Wishart fullback. Yeah, that's not a question. That's not a thing we might not. That's not a question either. We might see Wishart. Yeah, absolutely. It'll be between Wishart and Meaney for that fullback spot, in my opinion. Now, on the right side here, it's a good kick in the air. And on the left, it's going to land in the hands of the Cowboys. Big Nelson for fullback. Oh, yeah, I'm all behind this. Put Nelson to service later at fullback. Yes. Yes, that'll end well. Absolutely. Put Big Nass at fullback. I want that. Please, please. He plays better Singback, converting such a utility player, Meaney. Mate, Meaney's crazy. It's between Meaney and Wishart. And Meaney's the true utility, bro. Because Meaney, when he plays all of them, he actually plays them well. It's not like he can play all of them. Like, he just can play them. He plays them all to a top-class level. We updated, ready to go, dog. Damn right we are, Hainsey. See you in a minute. 30 meters gained here. A minute to go on the clock. Well, a minute, 10 seconds, but who's counting? Except me. Kick in the air now, and Storm rivaled with Cowboys, and Storm end up with the ball here. Probably the last proper attack we're going to see of the preseason now here. Storm going through, and Grant Anderson is going to run by himself and be held there. Grant Anderson on the ground. Short pass over to the far right here. And Garlic on the ground now. I mean, Kane Bradley then gets it over to Stefano. Stefano to Akamada here. And Stefano held. Keeping them out here, the North Queensland Cowboys with the D. 20 seconds left in your preseason of NRL for 2025. Fourth tackle, Storm on the 5th now. Wishart with heart, he wishes it. He gets it to Bloor. Bloor kicking. Bloor gets it. Bloor collects. And right on half time. No, not half time. Right on full time here. The Melbourne Storm will score. It's been a positive end for them after the Cowboys had an overall dominant win. 36-24 when a kick to come. That'll be full time here at... Where is this game being played? Because it's not a good stadium. At Casey Fields, Melbourne. Sean Bloor, tremendous stuff. 2 former West Tiger forwards scoring today for the Melbourne Storm. And that is just Tigers' luck, is it? Updating the score now, and we'll be seeing ourselves out as soon as we see what exactly happens here. Yes, Legend. They would still get the spoon because they haven't won a game. No, actually, they wouldn't. I'm pretty sure that they would get the spoon because they're the only team on 1 point. Well, actually, it's weird. So they've got no wins. They should still get the spoon, but there might be a stat that hasn't updated here for them not getting it. Install Indeed, get the spoon. Check the Insta when you can. I will, mate. I will. As soon as possible, bro. Anyways, Zero takes the kick and hits the post there. And that is full time here at the stadium. Melbourne Storm trail and lose 24-36. And that'll put an end to our pre-season games. And in terms of how it went, we streamed every single one this week. It started with Manly versus Panthers, 38-22. Panthers won. Then it went to Para Tigers. Tigers won 30-18. Then on Saturday, you had a score of 46-26 in favor of the Dragons. Dragons versus South. Broncos versus Cowboys then followed, where Broncos won 30-14. And after that, Titans won as the first away team to win since Panthers with a score of 26-18. And then on Sunday, you know the streams today, 48-10 Knights against the Roosters and 36-24 in favor of the Cowboys against the Storm. I speak for all Para fans when I say I really hope that they play like everything except that last 10 minutes against Para. Anyways, thanks for watching, Legends. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all with, well, the vids coming up over the coming days and also the actual season live streams. Let's go, baby. Going to be a great year. Thanks for the legendary 4.7K.